Are back in the 207 kitchen at Maine Studios. I'm here with Monique Coombs. She is with the Maine Coast Fishermen's Association, and today we're going to be whipping up some fish tacos, it sounds like.
Yes, they're going to be delicious.
How do we make them? Where do we begin?
Well, we begin by going to get some fish, which obviously we've already done, preferably Maine seafood, of course.
Of course, yes.
Today we have cod, and one of the things that I always do when I'm cooking fish is I just give it a pat to make sure that it's dry, because of course seafood can be kind of wet, especially if it's been frozen. We're doing just a real simple dredge. So this is flour with some cayenne and salt and pepper.
Okay.
And that's pretty easy to do. I'm gonna put that in there.
And a dredge, for people who don't know what that is, what is a dredge?
Just putting it in flour is about as technical as I can get with it. Not being a chef or anything. And so we're just getting it lightly coated.
Okay.
Like this. Sometimes if people are dredging their fish, they'll do like an egg wash and flour and like a panko mix or something, but we just have the flour today with the seasonings.
And now you said you're doing cod.
This is cod.
Could you do any other kind of fish that you like?
Absolutely do any kind of fish that you would like for fish tacos. And I actually think the thing that's really kind of fun about fish tacos and with fish, of course, is that even if you overcook fish, throwing it in a fish taco is amazing, because you're just going to put salsa and sauces and stuff like that
all
on
kinds
top
of goodness on it.
Yeah, people are always afraid of overcooking fish, and there's no reason to be that worried about it because fish tacos.
Good to know.
So I think that is ready. So we're just going to put that in there.
And this is just oil that we have in the pan.
Just oil in there, like a light oil. And the other thing with fish too is, like, if you have, sometimes when you have a fillet, it can be like really thin on some ends of it and really thick in some pieces.
Yep.
So it's really good to just kind of cut it into pieces that are going to be about the same size, so that they cook at the same size. Plus they're just a little bit easier to manage that way.
Okay. So how long will these stay in the pan for?
Till they're done.
Of course.
It actually doesn't take really long. I mean, these pieces are a little bit thicker, so maybe a couple of minutes on each side.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on it. This is a pesto, or some people might call it like a chimichurri, because it has cilantro in it with corn, pumpkin seeds, and some spinach.
Wow. Yep. Okay.
So this recipe is in our cookbook Catch. And I've actually never put corn in something like this before.
Yeah.
But blending it all together, it gives it a really nice sweet flavor, and I thought it was delicious.
Yeah, definitely.
And then this is just some purple cabbage. It could probably be shredded a little bit thinner, but it is what it is. For like a quicker, you could just use like a bag of coleslaw from the grocery store or something like that. That might be easier. And then we have some limes, of course. And then I really like to add hot sauce to fish tacos at the end of it.
A little spice, a little kick to it.
Spice, a little something, something.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course cheese, which so many people think that you can't put cheese on fish. And I just think that that's not really the case.
I feel like cheese goes with everything.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. So this is a fish spatula that everybody should have, in my opinion, you know, especially if you're cooking fish.
Yeah.
It just makes it a little bit easier to turn.
Definitely.
And we can just give that another second, and then we can start to build. These are just flour tortillas.
All right.
And then do you want to?
Sure. How do we do this?
Slather it with some pesto.
All right. How much do we want? As much as your little heart desires?
Yeah,
basically?
I mean, I guess it's kind of a preference thing. I got a little bit bigger wraps, so I might actually like do what you're doing. And then instead of holding it taco style, I might like roll it up.
This smells so good.
Okay, so see how it's kind of like flaking?
Yes.
A little bit easier. So we can just take that piece right there.
All right.
Oh, look, it's falling apart.
Exactly.
So that's perfect.
That's what we want.
That's what we want, is just sort of like it to be kind of flaky. And then you put it in the fish taco and you just kind of break it up. Oh, it smells good too.
It does.
I love cod. But like I said, you really can monkfish, hake, even something like a halibut. You know, you can just, whatever you can find or what's in season, cook it for a few minutes, throw it in fish tacos, and it's perfect. So now we can do a little bit of the cabbage on top.
Put some of this on.
Yeah.
The colors are so fun. Do you think we need more than that? I'm gonna put a little couple more. There we
And
go.
then, you know, like I said,
Of course.
a little
Gotta
bit
have
of
the
cheese. And then you can always throw like some limes on the side. And if you do like a little bit spicier, add some hot sauce.
Ugh.
And then it's just a matter of rolling up and enjoying.
Enjoying. All right,
Absolutely.
so we'll set this right in the front here so everybody can see it. Fish tacos, fresh fish tacos. We'll have the recipe, all the instructions right on the 207 section of our website and app. Thank you so much for
Thank
showing
you
us how to
very
make
much.
these.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.